Okay, so today you should have done this during class. Again, we're in the week of January 9th to the 12th, and there's a video. Here are the notes. I'm going to go over the notes first, just in case you were confused in class. So I'm going to kind of skip some stuff that we already went over, but here's the first thing. So again, this 3 would be called the base number. That's the one that's being multiplied. The 4 would be the exponent. That's the one that tells you how many times you're going to multiply the 3 to itself. Okay, that would be the exponent. So the little number is the exponent, the 3 is the base. An exponent tells you, which is this guy, the red one, it tells you how many times to multiply the 3 to itself. So it will tell you to do this. You see that 4? It tells you multiply the 3, the base number, 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you do that, 3 times 3 would be 9. 3 times 3 would be 9, and then 9 times 9 would be 81 would be the standard form. So anytime you have an exponential form, you want to do an expanded form so you can be able to solve and simplify it and check what the standard form is, the value of that exponential form is. So this is the right thing to do. 3 to the 4th power would be 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. This is right. This is what many kids mess up. They'll say 3 times 4 and say it's 12. That is wrong. Okay, that's a common misconception that kids do. So again, this is a base number and this is the exponent. How do you read them? So you guys would read this guy 3. First you read the base number, which is the big number. To the 4th power, the power of 4 is this one. So you read this 3 to the power of 4. This one will be read 3 to the 2nd power. It could also be read 3 squared. A little 2 can be read 3 squared or to the 2nd power. This one is read 3 to the 3rd power or 3 cube, because 3 cube. And like I mentioned in the class, the square number would be length times width. So it would be a 2 by 2, a 3 by 3. That's why it's called squared. The cube would be a cube, like a Rubik's cube. Length times width times height. 3 times 3 times 3, 4 times 4 times 4. Okay, and I'll show you on tomorrow one of those. So it's good to practice. This would be 3 to the 2nd power or 3 squared. This would be 2 to the 3rd power or 2 cube. 2 to the 3rd power or 3 cube. This guy would be 6 to the 5th power. 7th to the 4th power. Now when you have it in expanded form, we can put it in exponential form. So 2 times 2 times 2 would mean 2 to the 3rd power, because it was multiplied to itself 1, 2, 3 times. This was 3 times 3, 3 to the 2nd power, because it was multiplied to itself 2 times 1, 2, or 3 squared. This would be 5 times 5 times 5 times 5, so it would be 5, because that's what's being multiplied, that base number, to the 4th power, 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be 8 times 8 times 8 times 8, so you first start with a base number, which is 8, and then you check how many times am I multiplying the 8 by itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 to the 4th power. That would be 7 to the 5th power. That would be 9 to the 2nd power, or squared, because 2nd power can be called squared. Okay, so how do you multiply? Again, once you have the exponent expanded, we can go 2 numbers at a time. 3 times 3 would be 9, then bring everything down. 9 times 3 would be 27, then bring the last one down. 27 times 3 would be 81. Now another way you can do this would be to to start only with these two, 3 times 3 and get the 9, and then 3 times 3 get the 9, and then 9 times 9 would be 81. So you can go 2 at a time, bring everything down, 2 at a time, bring everything down, or you can go these two first, and then 9 times 9 would be 81. Okay? That would be 4 to the second power, which means 4 times 4, and that would be 16. 2 to the third power would be 2 times 2 times 2. So 2 times 2 would be 4, 4 times 2 would be 8. 3 to the second power would be 3 times 3, which is 9. Okay? So if you were not in class today, that's what we did today. We went over what exponents are. There's more slides, but those are the main ones. Now let me go back to the Google Classroom, and I'm going to open my assignment now. I have copies. You could have picked up a copy. Some of you picked up a copy, some of you didn't. So if you didn't pick up a copy, that's okay. Tomorrow I'll give you one, or tomorrow I'll give you a chance, okay? So what you're supposed to have done at home is, for example, this is 7 to the 6th power. So I can go to my, it's okay, 7 to the 6th power. What does that mean in math? This means 7 times 7 times 7 times 7 times 7. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more, times 7. That's all I wanted. That's it. Just let me know how to expand that exponential form. So you just choose that one, 7 times 7 times 7 times 7. We also did this one, a squared times b squared. Okay, same thing. That one was a squared, or a to the second power, times b squared. So this in math means a times a, and this one means b times b. And of course, there's a times between the two letters, the two variables, so this would be the answer. Now, I told you the first semester that this could be also written with parentheses, a times times b times b. A letter next to parentheses means multiply. A letter next to a number means multiply. A letter next to parentheses means multiply. So this also could be an answer. So both of these are answers. Now, which one did I put? I put this one, the parenthesis one, a times a. This one here is multiplying 2 times a. No, the letter number tells you how many times to multiply the letter to itself. The variable a times a twice. This one b times b. So that's why that's the answer. Okay, then number 5, same thing. We have 8 to the 9th power, I think. What was it? Let me check. Yeah, times 9. So my first thing is to take care of this one. We're just expanding. What does this mean? It means 8 times 8 times 8 times 8 times 8 times 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 8, 7 times 8, 8 times 8, 9. Make sure you count them to the 9th power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then times 9. This would be the answer in expanded form. Okay, so that was number 1, number 4, number 5 that we did together in class. This guy was number 1, number 4, and number 5. And all we have to do is to put them in expanded form. Okay. The next section here, this time we want to go back to exponential form. So I did this first one. I went, it had 11 times 11 times 11. So who's being multiplied to himself? To itself, 11. How many times is it being multiplied to itself? 1, 2, 3. So 11 to the third power, or 11 cubed. That would be the answer. So I would come in and punch it in. Now I'm going to go over how to punch it in again. I'm going to go over how to punch it in again here, in case you had trouble. So it's going to be 11. And then to the is going to be shift, the letter 6, the little caret. That's going to bring the cursor up. If you notice, it went a little bit up. Then 3, and you're done. That's one way. Now you could also use these equation editor format. So I can go 11, and then we need this one, because we need to put the exponent. So you press this one, and that takes you to the 3. Okay. If we go to the function key, we also can do it. Since we know it's cube, we can go 11 cube. That's another way to do it. I recommend that we practice with shift 6, because the start test will not have this. So I recommend you go 11 shift 6, which is to the, and that little caret will help you also with the calculators. Okay. So if we go to a calculator, let's see if I can find one that has, because this one has this one. This will be the exponent form. Let me see. When you go to pre-algebra, there's the little caret. You see it right there. Right there. That would be the exponent right there. So I would punch in 2 to the. So that's the same thing as using the keyboard and punching shift 6. Okay. So again, 11 shift 6. It's going to take it up, and then 3, and you're done. Okay. Let me do this one. We have 2. So press 2, shift 6, the little caret symbol. How many times did the multiply 2 to itself? 2 times, so you're going to put a 2. Now here's where kids might mess up. So let me zoom in. It's important, you see the cursor is blinking right now on the exponent. We need to bring it down before we type anything. I need to bring it down. Now you see how the blinker became, because if you leave it up there, you're going to, let me unzoom now, you're going to put it in the wrong place. So make sure that when you punch it in, that you don't leave it up here. That you don't leave it up there, because if you put the times, the dot product is this guy, the times, you're putting the times in the exponent. We don't want that. We want to put it as an expression here. Okay, exponent as an exponential form expression. 2 to the second power times, and then we're going to go with 3. I like to go in numerical order. So 3, shift, hold it down, 6. Then it blinks up there to the how many times? 1, 2. So to the second power. And then times, well, first you have to put the cursor down, let it blink on the bottom, times, then 4. Now that one, it's just 1. You could put to the first power of 1, but there's no need for you to do that. Okay. With the letters, it works the same way, guys. So we have M. So I'm going to call M shift 6. And let me show you a keyboard so you can know what I'm talking about. So on your laptop, in case you're wondering, like, what is he talking about? You're gonna hold this button down, Shift 6. You see, there's a caret. That little caret in math means to the power of whatever. It's gonna create the exponent. So I'm holding down this button down, Shift, pressing the 6 so I can get my power, and that allows me to create the exponent. So you see, let me erase this. And shift, hold it down, 6. That's going to get you that exponent. Go the caret, and then to the 1, 2, 3 to the power of 3. You see, I went too high. Let me go again. And shift 6 once, only once. You don't do twice because then you'll do that. Okay. And then you go down times the dot, and then N. And that's what you do there. I think because I'm not zoomed correctly. That one looks kind of weird. Let me do it again. I don't know why it's doing that. And there we go, to the power of 3. Well, I don't know why it's doing it again. And let me try using this and see if it still does it. There, that's better. I don't know why I did it with a shift. We should not do it. Times N. There it is. That's what you have to do there. I at least do 1 through 15, and tomorrow I'll go over these. Okay.